Most people would assume that London is overpriced.
£300 for roses.
And you can't do anything if you have no money. But I'm here in central London, and I'm gonna prove to you that even if you have no pounds in your bank account, you can have fun. You can look at lovely shopping centres, you can do some car watching, some free museums as well. So I'm gonna enjoy lovely London with a huge budget. Join me.
The first free attraction is this tall building behind me. This one. So this is Horizon 22, Europe's tallest free viewing gallery. And it's 254 meters tall. And it's completely free. All the free tickets were sold out. So yeah. If you don't have pounds in your bank account, just like me, Sky Garden is another fantastic option to go to in London. It's similar to Horizon 22. You can see all of London from a very, very tall building and be surrounded by a lovely, lovely garden. There's a bit of queue going on here. You need to book a month in advance. Yeah. If you don't know pounds in your bank account like me, and maybe you can't get into Sky Garden or Horizon 22, then you can come hang out at these brutalist blocks with a beautiful garden inside. You thought only Eastern Europe had brutalist blocks, but look at this one in central London. Isn't this the ideal hangout location? And if you want to live in a brutalist block here in central London, you can do so for just £1.1 million for a 2-bedroom flat. I mean, what a steal. And look at this one. This one's 1.25 million. Also 2-bedroom. Not bad, not bad. So yeah, you gotta be at least a millionaire, well, have £1 million liquid to live in a brutalist block in London. Okay, in fairness, you do get a community garden. You can, hang out here after, coming home from your job that earns like 200,000 a year. Maybe you're a banker, you come home, you can hang out right here. I mean, this place is a heaven for my brutalist concrete building lovers. Look at that, we have a skyscraper, a brutalist skyscraper. You don't even have this in Bulgaria or Serbia. We have a beautiful garden as well. The free garden is also closed. Okay, we can go in. At this point, I started to realize that in London, if something is too good to be true, it probably is. If an activity is free and it's awesome, then your ancestors needed to book it for you. And if it's not so awesome, then it's probably just closed. But I am not giving up. Let's go into this brutalist garden. Yeah, the other entrance was closed too. Okay, so the brutalist garden was closed. You have to book that as well. The same way you gotta book everything here, that's free. But this nice section right here is free. So if you got no money in London, you can still hang out here. Again, who needs Big Ben? Who needs London Bridge? All that. We got this. You even get a free water show. Look at that. The brutalist blocks also come with a few pretty creepy monuments with it. Now, another thing I want to look at in London for free is some Bugattis in the Bugatti dealership. Now, I know Bugattis are not free, but you can still see them for free, and it's something to do. But first, I got to fuel up with some Chinese food. I ordered way too spicy food that probably lowers my lifespan. It's closed. It's closed. This is my 4th time coming to Bugatti dealership, and it's closed. The dealership might be closed, but there's still Bugattis on the street, so it's okay. I guess I can look at them for free still. Look at that. 6x6 G-Wagon as well. I don't know what country is that from, Saudi Arabia or something. But look at that. Crazy. Crazy, isn't it? This is a free thing to do in London, isn't it? Okay, some random taxi driver just told me to go that way for way more Bugattis. So why not? Apparently Mount Street is where all the Bugattis are, all the activity is. I think we're going the right direction. I think the taxi driver was right. There's some activity here. There's Rolls Royce, another Bugatti. Yeah, I think he was right. A LaFerrari as well. And these are actually British. This one's British and the Bugatti's British. So these are local people, unlike the previous ones. The previous ones are Saudis. The best car though. the best car. Forget the Bugatti. I don't know what's so special about this street though. Like, I know this street is super active with supercars, but the other ones aren't this active. But I don't know what's on the street. There's nothing special. It's a nice Christmas tree. Maybe the Arabs want to see this Christmas tree. Oh, the boss have faces on it. What's going on? Those could be the owners of the supercars. Oh, this one has a Dubai plate. This fella took the ferry from Dubai to come here to this random street that I don't know what's so special about. Okay, this crepe place was in front of all the supercars for £12. So I'm guessing this is why they're all parked here. Yeah, worth it. I know why they're parked here now. He's coming for the crepes as well, I think. This is free too, isn't it? Another free thing I can do in London is go to Selfridges, which is probably the craziest shopping center in the whole city, and just look at things for free. Be motivated, I guess. You just look at the shopping center. Look at it, it never ends, look at that. I think the cheapest item in that shopping center would be like £100, and it's like a napkin. Crazy. I think you need a whole day just to look through this entire shopping center. It's insane. Do these £260 glasses suit me today? These do not look cheap. I'm not an expert, but I thought I'd get motivated walking around this shopping center, but so far, no. There are so many ugly pieces of clothing. I don't know who would buy that. Look at this. Who's gonna buy this? Why? There's so many horrible pieces of clothing for like thousands of pounds. This is the second Louis Vuitton shop I've seen in this store. In fairness, in Seoul, there's like multiple Louis Vuitton stores on every level in a shopping mall. But look at this! Look at this! For £1,000. Like, who buys that? Crazy, isn't it? Consumerism, final boss, this place, honestly. Imagine how much money is being spent here every hour. All this consumerism kills a man, honestly. This place is not normal. Actually, I'll go see the car park, because that's probably more interesting. Oh yeah, the car park's more interesting than the actual shops, I think. Look at these horrific prices. 1 hour is £10. I thought Ireland was bad. This is insane. Look at this. £300 for roses. Shopping centers, huge ones, in Korea are also massive and very, very fancy. But they don't have these ridiculous prices. That's just a cinema, like that's not TV anymore. Look at this, trying this is £40 for 20 minutes. Is this for sale too, is it? If anything luxury doesn't exist in the shop, it doesn't exist anywhere. Is this a signed ball by like Michael Jordan or something? It's signed by Muhammad Ali. That's insane. Alright, day 2 and the budget travels continue. Up next, is a British museum which also should be free. Look at the size of that thing. Look at the size of it. I think I need a whole day just to look through this. There's a bag inspection, but the guy just let me through. I think it's because I'm wearing a suit. I look too trustable, you know. There wouldn't be anything bad in my bag. Actually, everyone's bag was checked except mine. Look at the absolute size of that. It's like the Vatican City in one building. You know the movie, The Night at the Museum? I think this museum is way crazier than the one in New York. They probably have more Egyptian stuff than the museums in Egypt. Look at this. You know, it's a famous joke that the Brits stole all the artifacts from like every country in the world. Just casually a mummy laying right here.
Do you want to hear something crazy? The British Museum was opened to the public in 1759, and it was the first national public museum in the world. The collection contains over 8 million objects, and one of its most famous spaces is the Great Court, where I was at earlier, and that's Europe's largest covered public square inside a museum. Also, the museum holds one of the largest Egyptian collections outside of Egypt, with over 100,000 Egyptian artifacts.
You know, they probably have more Roman statues here than in Rome. You know, why not? Why not have every Roman statue ever created? It's not like... I think I have my plans for the whole day sorted right here. What the hell? Alright. You know, they might as well just bring the whole Colosseum here at this point. Yeah, why not have every Greek artifact ever, you know? All of ancient Greece is just in this building. Like, it's just too much. Like, you can be here genuinely the whole day and you'll see, like, nothing. Whatever you need, you know? They probably have the cross Jesus was crucified on as well, somewhere. In one of the sections, you know? Noah's Ark is probably somewhere here, one of the sections. They probably want to go back to Egypt, you know? Look at that. There's even an upstairs. There's like a bridge people walk on. One floor wasn't enough. What is that tall thing? What is that? I was here in someone's back garden in Canada before the Brits took it. This massive pole got kidnapped by the Brits as well. This is just insane. Like, where am I? Look at this.
You see,
All of Napoleon's books. It's probably his personal diaries.
This room looks calm, but it's actually one of the most powerful spaces in the British Museum. I'm standing in the Enlightenment Gallery, a reconstruction of how the museum looked like in the 1700s. Back then, objects weren't displayed to tell stories. They were displayed to be controlled. And everything here was grouped by material, not culture. Stone with stone, metal with metal, like the world could be organized into neat categories. This room isn't just about history, it's about who decided what knowledge mattered.
Just look at these stairs. Mother Mary. It's too much, man. I think all the Arabs in London would love this section. Virgin Mary and the Dead Christ. There's a Korean tour guide behind me. I think I should join to learn a bit of listening. Some more Egyptian stuff. I'm telling you, the Brits have more Egyptian artifacts than Egypt themselves. Oh yeah, Nacho Mummy.
Yeah.
This pharaoh right here must be fat. Look how fat he is. I'm up here now in the bridge that I was looking at earlier. Look at that. There's also an art section, but this one looks pretty AI generated. Like,
Yes, of course, the museum has a Japan section too. And no, it's not just paintings. There's an actual samurai here. Real armor, real swords. Some of these swords were believed to have souls, like the weapon was the samurai. They were named, blessed, and passed down through families. The armor isn't just for fighting either. Every helmet and mask was designed to intimidate enemies and show status. Some of them look straight up terrifying. Most of the things arrived in Britain in the 1800s when Japan opened its borders after centuries of isolation and Europe went absolutely feral for Japanese culture. So yeah, ancient Egypt, Greece, and now even samurais.
Christian Egypt. Was he a Christian in Egypt? They have a whole currency section. Soviet Union. These are probably decently old coins. Do they have artifacts from the Babylon Tower as well? I'm looking for Noah's Ark now. I don't know what section that's in. Here's actually one of the main things I wanted to see in this museum. This Easter Island homie right here. Look at him. The Brits even went to the Easter Island and stole one of these homies. Some indigenous Australian artifacts as well. Some African things as well. I mean, this homie is obviously the coolest in the whole museum. He's got pretty funny nipples, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, this place is honestly too big. Well, I don't want to spend all day here. I already spent hours. So I'm gonna keep going with my budget adventure and go somewhere else that's free and fun. Alright, that was definitely worth the free entry and definitely something to do if you're on a budget. Up next is the National Gallery. So I've seen all the artifacts in the British Museum. Now it's time to see all the art, you know, all the paintings. And this one is a free entry too. The size of the map, look at that.
The National Gallery has to be one of the coolest free things to do in London. While the entry is free, some of the paintings are worth hundreds of millions of pounds.
There's so many drawings of dragons. I feel like they were real. The baptism of Christ right here.
It holds over 2,300 paintings, and the estimated value of all the paintings in the gallery is about 15 billion pounds, which is more than the entire GDP of some countries.
So many art museums these days have modern art, which I really dislike. This one has actual art, so.
There's paintings by Van Gogh, Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, just to name a few. Some of the rooms inside the National Gallery could genuinely bankrupt a country. Also, these paintings survived world wars. During the Second World War, the paintings were hidden in a Welsh mine to protect them from bombings.
The size of this place is overwhelming as well, like I'm lost again.
Also, Van Gogh's sunflower painting is one of the most famous and most priceless one in the entire gallery. A worse version was sold for £70 million in the past. However, I didn't even see this painting at all because the gallery is too big. Or maybe I did see it and I was just overwhelmed and it didn't register that I saw it.
Is that Venice? I've been there before this year. Look at that huge golden ship. And look at the amount of gondolas. Look, it seems like there's up to 66 rooms just like this. It's too much. It's too much. Give some to other countries, you know, or put it in different galleries. Like, I don't know where I am. Yet again, a dragon. This time the dragon's eating a human. It's a bit gruesome. I feel like these creatures are real. Like, I'm overwhelmed. I'll keep going to the next destination, something that's also free. That's a real bloke right there, look. That's a real person. Visiting Chinatown?
So free. It's like I'm actually in China, isn't it? I don't need to go to, you know, Shanghai, Chongqing. We got it here in London for free. Look at this place. I think other people have the same idea as me to come here. I think I'm not the only person who wants to be here. There's a Korean supermarket right here called Oseo. Handsome man. They even have K-pop albums in the supermarket. Some Daiso products. I came back to Mount Street to see if there's any Supercars here tonight too, like last night. And so far, it's not disappointing too much. Look at this whip, man. There's no Bugatti this time, but it's still not too disappointing. Well, the white Bugatti is still here from yesterday.
Let's see what comes next.
I think this is my London trip complete, and I proved that even though it's better to have money in London, you can still do a lot of things for free and have an amazing time. Thank you so much for watching.